second down.
The Cowboys at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, they can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Third down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking to throw, Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number 1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second down, here's Chubb again, pushing through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On second down, it's Walker. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Thompson Robinson now. This is Fant on the short completion. Will go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And the deliver there is that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Walker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ken Walker, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hooker to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Flush to his right. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hooker to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Thompson Robinson. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Thompson Robinson now. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
On the bootleg, here's Thompson Robinson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Thompson Robinson. Being chased out left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Hooker's going to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. 1st down throw here. It's Hooker. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hooker now on 2nd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Hooker. Buying time to his left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Hooker now on first down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On second down, Thompson Robinson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The DTR going to throw it here. Going right back to Fant. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. DeAndre Hopkins, up over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Gabe Davis, a touchdown reception. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Runs through the contact. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Hooker. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aleem McNeil picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing. Hooker. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. That is caught. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Again, it's Walker. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 47. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is DTR. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Walker is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Walker once more. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 24 now, here's second down and 5. Here's Hooker to throw it. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hooker. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 4. Thompson Robinson throwing here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorne, that got in there to bring him down.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and Walker has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Hooker. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Throwing. Thompson Robinson
taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Hooker's going to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bucs try it on fourth down to come up empty. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Thompson Robinson.
His throw incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
It's 3rd and 7.
Thompson Robinson now.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
First down throw here. It's Hooker.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Keon White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Now Hooker.
Down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. On 3rd down, Hooker.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Running for it, here's Chubb.
And he is not going anywhere.
They stop it for no gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and that will force a turnover on downs.
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Thompson Robinson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. Hooker now on first down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10, Hooker back to the air.
Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Looking to throw. Hooker.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
Drops it off for Chubb.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Hooker.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Throwing. Hooker.
And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Connor Hayward.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the 38 now, here's second down at 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
You got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They run again with Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they knew who to turn to on fourth down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
So now the Bucs down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. Now the fourth down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way, but bottom line, they're still alive. Hooker's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. Now Hooker. Able to find Thielen. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing here is Hooker.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Hooker. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. There, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Hooker to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.